I got into running at a young age. Like everybody else from my school, they had the mile run from first, second, third, and fourth grade, and I was always naturally faster than everybody. Whether I was competing in the mile run or I was out there playing football or baseball or basketball with everybody, I always noticed I was a little bit quicker. So as I developed and as I got older, I just kind of naturally forced myself into running because I knew it was something that I could be successful at. So I joined the track team in middle school. So I was around 13 years old, and like everybody at the time, I never really took it too seriously. I just kind of joined it to make friends, and I was never really that great at it. I was a late developer, so I was barely able to make it on our 4x8 team. But my best friend Adam was part of the 4x8 team too, and he told me one day, he's like, "Donavan, you'll never beat me." So for that year, I always had motivation to try to beat him and catch up to him, and it took me a few years, but once I got to my freshman, sophomore year, things started going, and just naturally, I started to progress in track and field, and I was able to win, conference titles and regional titles, and eventually state and national titles. My freshman year at A&M, I was able to surpass, I think, the expectation that was put on me and the coaches put on me. And right off the bat, my first race there, I ran 1:45.9, which was an American junior record at the time, an A&M record at the time, and an American collegiate record. So, for my first race, I think I had a lot of expectation on me after that. And going into my outdoor season, come nationals, I was able to break the NCAA record, which happened to be a 50-year-old record at the time. It was from Jim Ryan, which is an American all-star from 50 from the past. He's just a big name for America. And breaking his record just, I think, meant a lot to me because of the rich history that he had behind it. And 50 years to the day, it was just a perfect story that you couldn't make up. My most memorable race up to this day is probably the last one that I ran. And that was World Championships 2019 Doha. And what happened there was I was able to come out successfully with a gold medal along with an American record. And the reason it meant so much to me is I think when I signed this contract, and ever since high school to college to professionally, I think people always expected me to be a great 800-meter runner and to be America's hope in 800-meter running. And, the record I took down was Johnny Grace from 34 years ago. And I think the expectation I had on me, even though I'm not running for other people, I'm running for myself, was just that I had to break this record. I had to bring back medals to America. And, I just had to prove that I was living up to my name. And I think just finally getting the monkey off my back and running under 142.6 has to be the most memorable thing for me. So my training consists of different things compared to the average 800-meter runner. From what I've heard, I guess I'm naturally more quicker than other guys, so I don't have to do the 50, 60, shoot even 40 miles a week. I can stick to around 30 and be fine and build off that and make a great season off of that. So for the most part, I'll stick around 30 to 35 miles in training, and I'll involve interval workouts and repeats and fartleks and, not too much of a distance running guy, not my favorite thing to do, but I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to running because they always say 800 is the hardest event to coach because you need the speed and you need the endurance. And what I've learned this year is I'm just trying to find the balance between the two. So my build-up for the 2020 Olympics, training-wise, is probably going to consist of the same things I did for my build-up into 2019. I think this year has been a huge confidence builder for me, learning different racing strategies and building my strength up for the 800. And I think going into 2020, I wouldn't want to change anything or try to sacrifice anything. I think the main thing for me is just to stay healthy and just stay on top of things, as being as consistent as possible. To represent the United States in the Olympics was obviously everybody's dream. It's the best team in the world. To make the United States Olympic team is a title that isn't just given to anybody. Just competing for the United States would be a huge honor for me. I want to do my best part, and I want to, showcase America in the best way possible. And I think I'm one of the best 800-meter runners, if not the best 800-meter runner in the world. So for me to bring back a medal would mean even more.